It's 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is much later than I usually record this. And that's because today was fucking hard. Today was really, really hard. The videos did not come easy. I was blocked, like hardcore blocked, because my goals have changed. I want to be providing love in my videos now, and that's harder than just like shitting on somebody. I did the Vicstar video and the YouTuber apology, but I can't stop farting video. But it was tough. I recorded like 3-4 other videos, or I started 3-4 other videos that I didn't finish. It's hard. This is like an adaptive period, and like in periods like this, it's really important to remember the good times and celebrating the good times, because I got like a lot of views when I was gone, and that was so awesome, but I don't think I really appreciated it. And the views will come back. I will figure it out. I'm not worried about that, but like, you got to celebrate when things are good, because when things are bad, when things are hard, you really start to question. You're not 100% sure, and it's just really hard. And you have to. I'm hesitant to use the word discipline, because I don't think that you can mentally do discipline. I think discipline is more about just like habits, and it's like, okay, because I do this, I do, like, it's very unconscious. But I think you have to remember like why you're doing this. Whether you have a business or you create content or whatever, like, you have to remember why you're doing it at all times. That's the only thing that allows you to, like, I have 2 jackets on, it's freezing cold, but I'm still doing this. It's like I don't want your points or anything, but like, you have to have a strong reason why. And it's like, I'm doing this to learn how to create videos that make people feel unconditional love and forgiveness, which is like a really tall order. It's not entirely easy to do. So it's just like interesting. I always wonder, there's usually a moment when a YouTuber becomes great and kind of becomes their identity. And it's usually when they drop in and kind of find product market fit. And there have been times where I've kind of gotten a lot of views, but I haven't really found product market fit yet. And I sound like my dad. I sound like very businessy, but I guess there was a lot of distraction today. There was a lot of just like stupid shit that added up. Like, ever since I got back, I did like no technology for like 10 days, or for 7 days, but it felt like 10 days, it felt longer. And then I came back and I just immediately got into everything again. And I think if you like make content, you'll relate to this, but like, you kind of feel like you need to keep up with the trends and like watch stuff. But there's this really great YouTuber named Danny Duncan who's been doing YouTube forever. And I saw recently that he actually doesn't watch any YouTube. He like barely watches movies. Like, all he does is like, he obsesses over his own content, and he just like wants to make his videos the best they possibly can be. And so it's like, I think he's seen like one Mr. Beast video, and that's like all the YouTube he's seen in the past like 5 years. It's like really, really impressive. And he also, like, in a later video, talked about how one time he did 200 takes to get one shot of him catching a football while he was riding a motorcycle. And he said that he just got obsessed with getting the take, and they spent the whole day like just trying to get one shot, basically. And I really think that those two things go hand in hand. The like no content consumption, and the like relentless focus and drive to get the shot. And to be honest, I've been lacking that. Something that about these 3 videos a day thing that I've really like is it forces me to fight through blocks and just really push myself to come up with new creative solutions to problems. Like, there are so many times that I've done videos that just aren't meeting the mark for, it's just like not a good video, and I'm not proud of it. And if I'm not proud of it and I don't think it'll create unconditional love, like, I'm not going to post it, and I'm just going to do something else. And that goes for this podcast too. I haven't ever recorded an episode of this podcast that I haven't posted, but I think, like, if I felt like I was giving you the wrong advice or I was not being truthful, I would delete it. I think I always wished that some big YouTuber had like a daily thing like this where you got to see their thoughts, their like ideas, like how they're developing, how they're changing as a person before they really hit. And my goal is to be big. So hopefully one day you'll be watching this in like 2026, 2028, and I'll be big, and you can be like, oh my God, he did a podcast of, I mean, that will happen. You'd be like, oh my God, he did a podcast back when he had 671 subscribers. And the reason why I want to be big isn't necessarily for ego. I mean, I think a lot of the reason why anybody does anything is ego. But the reason that I want to be big is just because I want to have a big impact. Like, I want positive creators, and I consider myself a positive creator. I want people who create positivity and love in the world to have a big platform. And the way that you do that is by not going the easy route of just like, asking controversial questions to women in street interviews or things like that. But you really like just dig deep and find a format that like just really creates love. And it's hard work, but I was on a conversation with, I talked to both my parents for like 30 minutes today, which I don't usually do, but it was awesome. You should call your parents if you haven't talked to them in a while and just talk to them for like 30 minutes. And I know sometimes you don't have great relationships with them, but like, it was so pleasant to talk to my mom and my dad. And something that my dad said when I said that I wanted to make like videos that are like unconditional love and forgiveness is he just said like, wow, that's like a lofty goal. And yeah, it is a lofty goal, but I want to hit it and I want to get there. And even if it is a lofty goal, like, I'm gonna put in the work and I'm gonna achieve it. I think most of the time people don't set goals that are too big. They set goals that are too small. Sometimes they set goals that are too big and their actions don't match up. Today, honestly, I used to do effort ratings on this. I think, honestly, I did like a 4 out of 10 on effort, maybe even a 3 out of 10. Today wasn't a high effort day. It was a lot of lying around. It was a lot of watching videos. It was a lot of half starts, just like kind of getting into a rhythm. But I was not, and I don't hate myself anymore. So it's kind of hard to find the drive. Like I said, like, YouTube doesn't make me happy. What makes me happy is giving myself unconditional love and forgiveness, and then giving that unconditional love and forgiveness to others. And YouTube is just a way in which I can do that. So like, basically just a lot of my gears and parts, like, aren't working like they used to because it was fueled by YouTube is what's going to make me happy. Like, I'm like I like have new parts and it's like a new car, and this dude over there is like really insistently flirting with this girl, and she clearly likes him, but, or maybe they're gonna go home together. I'm not 100% sure. No, they're not going home or are they? Oh, they are. Okay. Maybe he's just more into PDA than she is. Because he was like really going for it earlier, and she kind of seemed like a little more reserved, you know? One thing that Spanish people love is PDA. Like, it's just like everywhere. Like, people are just like macking 24/7. And it's something that like it takes some getting used to. Like, I remember I went on a first date with a girl, and she was like really into it, and it was like kind of hard for me initially. I was like, felt like a little boy again. I was like, oh my God, but you adapt, whatever. It's their country, not mine, so you just figure it out. But That was funny. I really thought that he was like being too insistent, but I guess she likes him. That's cool. Um, anyway, if that guy can achieve his goal of if that guy can achieve his goal of really getting that girl to hook up with him, then I'm sure I could become a big YouTuber. I'm sure that you can achieve all of your dreams too. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.